Iceberg by David McFadden. What kind of a poet is this guy? He seems to see himself as an Italian tenor with a rubber ball for a nose, and singing a magnificent ode on a spotlighted stage to his own magnificent agony. It doesn't matter if I'm wrong, keeping myself out of troubles a breeze, but I consider myself an impersonal poet, dwelling in a blissful infinite abstraction, writing loopy odes for the unsophisticated few who can only believe what is beautifully told. I wouldn't care to come back as an earthworm, though an earthworm would likely like it fine. Thousands of penniless unknown Picassos in our imaginations, but being unknown, we couldn't know each other. We're objectifying true subjectivity. Poets with a tremendous sense of audience, but no audience. And with a fatal disease, we could collapse and expire at any time. The world's on the verge of war, and I wonder what you'll write when I die. What more can you say? He was an ordinary guy. What's all this talk about I? Disguising my purity with symbols of egomania, to throw off all but determined readers, who of course will be rewarded, if not in this world, then in the next. Reading long poems, excellent karma. Boring poems attract interesting readers. Obviously, the most interesting books are gobbled up by the dullest crooks. We eat the meat, throw the bone to the dog. Barbara says it's time to get political, but I'm an iceberg of solemnity, cruel as the one the Titanic whacked into, with only my dim tip shining above the waves. I've got an ace up my sleeve, a rock for a heart, a black and white brain, and I'm packing a rod. Prophetic voices don't cry in the wilderness because they want to. Hearts have to beat in a soundproof box so they doesn't disturb. My soul flies through the night sky and sees deeply into every heart. Everyone's in mourning or worrying about their own or their friends' impending death. The odd, shallow poet worried about meter. You go to war, okay? I'll just stay here, writing poems until my notebook bursts into flames and I with it. The ship had a name, but the iceberg didn't. Amazing the things Nostradamus didn't predict. Little things, mostly. The demise of Canada. Me getting comfort and perverse pleasure out of sending you these discomforting gifts. That is Iceberg by David McFadden.